Hi, this is Seewing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network, and welcome to this presentation. We are pleased to announce that we have obtained a new market to present to our network investors, and this market is in Detroit, Michigan. And so, again, we're very excited to present this, and this is another amazing opportunity for our investors to add this particular product into their real estate portfolio to achieve your goals and objectives. So, with that in mind, let's go over it. Then, the top 5 reasons Detroit, Michigan is the next booming rental market. Okay, and by the way, this organization I'm connected with, they have been doing turnkey investments on behalf of out-of-state investors for a number of years now in Detroit, and they have been very highly successful in their particular model, their turnkey model. They have excellent property management, and they have a great team. They have a great team of people that understand the local market, and they purchase all these properties with their own money. And what they do is, and they find the best location possible in the Detroit area, and purchase a property in cash, and rehab the properties for livable conditions, and then rent it out to investors. So once again, it's a turnkey approach, which is no different than our other investment products that we've been presenting all these years. So again, we're very proud to announce that this is a tremendous organization, and we have looking forward to working with them for a long time to come and present to you tremendous cash flow opportunities for our network investors. All right, let's talk about Detroit, Michigan, and some of you have some preconceived notions about Detroit, but once this presentation is over, I would venture to say that we're gonna able to look at things for you to look at things very differently, and to be excited about. All right, so Financial Times reported that the U.S. consumers and are not even close to retirement. We all know that, right? And most people using the stock market for their retirements are or has been very unhappy. Therefore, real estate is an opportunity for you guys to increase your return on your investments and achieve retirement early, or whatever your goals are. Okay, so it's all about location, and Detroit, Michigan has been going a tremendous economic transformation, if you will, and revitalization since the downturn. So I personally feel that we are buying at the bottom of the market, and as you know, as savvy investors, some of you are, the best time to purchase any investment market is at its lowest realistic cycle on its recovery upward trend, and Detroit, Michigan is no exception. Okay, so what's happening in Detroit is there has been a whole bunch of corporate influx into the area. And for those of you who follow NBA basketball, Dan Gilbert, the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers currently, right? He's putting a lot of his money in the Detroit area, and he has put in the past few years. He has invested $3 billion in salaries into the metropolitan area, and thereby resulting in 800 million in local businesses, and relocating 12,000 of his own employees into this local Detroit area. And he has relocated the Quicken loans to downtown Detroit, and he has purchased more than 80 downtown properties with a total investment of $19 billion. So he's a business icon in the Detroit metropolitan area. Furthermore, there has been other corporate entities that has set up offices here in Detroit: Chrysler, HP, Ernst& Young accounting firm, Coal America, OnStar Blue Cross have large offices in the area as well. and other major corporate headquarters are located in downtown or GM, Ally Financial, and Little Caesars. Okay, and in terms of sports, as you all know, the Detroit Tigers and the baseball and Detroit Pistons of NBA are located here, and of course the Detroit Lions in the NFL. They have a new NHL arena and NBA arena, as we mentioned. And the good news is, which is quite surprising even for me, that a lot of millennials are entering the Detroit metro market to call home, to build up their lives for the future. Of course, millennials are very tech savvy, they are very diverse and connected, and they want to make a difference, and they want to have a positive effect of their lives in a local community, according to Forbes magazine on study of millennials. So downtown Detroit is growing, is going through a tremendous transformation, as I mentioned, and the millennial population is growing. They're bringing new and cool stores, restaurants, galleries, and other destinations in the area. So since for the past 10 years, downtown's residents were already predominantly young professionals, as we mentioned. So, so over the next several decades, you will continue to see the millennials is going to mature into the area and providing a lot of economic stability and growth. All right, let me see what else here. And according to various resources, the in Detroit there has been more than 44,000 jobs have was created in the Detroit area, and including internet technology, marketing, advertising, automotive industries. Okay, and job growth, which is a very key economic driver for success for us as real estate investors, for us as well as investing in a local area. Michigan has added, the state of Michigan has added 100,000 new jobs in 2016 alone. So, according to the University of Michigan economist Gabriel Ehrlich, and also a lot of great information. So Detroit Metro has experienced job increases year over year since 2010, and a lot of great. I will skip some of these statistics. I don't want to spend too much time on this presentation. If you need more information, contact myself. But I'll just provide you the high level, big picture of perspective. The big three, of course, are GM, Ford, and Fiat Chrysler, are all still headquarters in Detroit, and they are still growing. They are announcing a 2.7 billion in new domestic investments. Okay, so that's a good sign. So Michigan will save thousands of new auto-related high-tech manufacturing, technology, and engineering jobs, and on the heels of 200,000 position increases between 2009 2016. So not only you have auto industry, you have other type of industries growing in Detroit. So things are looking very good. Surging home values, right? I mean, a few years back, just like other part of the country, Detroit has was at the bottom of the market during the recession and during the boom and bust that we experienced back in 2009 and 2008. But they are slowly coming back. So the prices are very, very low even at this time. So once again, as I teach my investors, you buy as close to the bottom of the market as possible, because there's only one way to go, and it's slowly, gradually going up, right? So, let me see what else that's important. So a lot of millennials are looking for new homes to live. There are many of them are renters. So in the last half of the decade in Detroit, home values have grown at a faster pace than any other city in the U.S. at more than 21%. If you can see the chart, Detroit is leading the nation, and Pittsburgh, Dallas, Seattle, St. Louis, and Cleveland, Chicago are behind. So you get the best bang for your buck, right? You buy investment property at a very, very low price, and the values, the house prices in Detroit obviously is below the national average, and so that's a very, very good sign. A lot of opportunity for growth. All right, so there are some celebrities that have some mentioned some good things about Detroit. Many of you know actor Mark Wahlberg. He has some businesses, and Wahlburger. His restaurant chain are also located in Detroit. Wahlburgers. How nice! Such a catchy name. Of course, many of you that follow basketball like I do, the legendary Magic Johnson of the ex NBA Lakers. He grew up in Michigan, so he has a lot of business interests in Detroit. So he's calling Detroit 2.0 movement. And so let me see what else. Of course, many of you know the legendary stock investor Warren Buffett, right? He said, "I have a real love for the city of Detroit, and the potential is huge. When Warren Buffett speaks, everybody listens, just like E.F. Hutton, right?" So again, Dan Gilbert, he's the owner of Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James, for the time being, that is LeBron. So he's a business mogul in the Midwest area, and especially in Detroit. And ex-Vice President Joe Biden. The city is full of light, under budget, and ahead of schedule. That's right. The city of Detroit went through a bankruptcy, but the good sign is the cities have no debt, so it gives them a clean slate to rebuild their city from a governmental perspective. All right, let me see what else. I don't want to spend too much time on other famous people's quotes. I think that's pretty much it. So, for in terms of the overall presentation, I'm gonna give you a sample of. Let me give you one sample what the typical property they are presented with this organization, and we have one property that are ready to be sold, and they should be sold within a few days. That's how it is, right? Very desirable. By the way, in this organization that I work with now, all these kind of properties are cash purchases only, either all pure cash, or if you have self-directed IRAs, and I know a quarter percentage of our investors have a fairly significant amount of traditional IRAs, you could potentially convert it into self-directed array and use those money to buy these cash flowing properties in the name of your IRA. Isn't that cool? Because of the low purchase price, the purchase price that we're going to present for our investment group for the foreseeable future in Detroit, Michigan, there are no financing. Okay, just bear that in mind. The reason why is very, very difficult to obtain financing on the purchase price, which is so low. And so the benchmark purchase price that we're going to promote from now on, around the 50, 60, $70,000 range. Okay, so this home that is currently uh, available, and I'll tell you what it is. Okay, in fact, let me give you a pro forma worksheet. That's even better. So this house is available for us. It's located in 18411 Robson Street, Detroit, Michigan. And the purchase price for cash only, as I said, by the way, it's built a number of years ago. But again, even though it's an older house, is in a good neighborhood. It's a middle class, working class neighborhood, and our property manager always find a very good tenant for it, and they handpick the property to purchase and rehab it and turn it into a rental and sell it to our investors. So in this case, this is a 1,500 square foot. Yes, that's right, 1,500 square foot, 3 bedroom, 1.5 bath, single family home. I was selling for $63,000. Okay, so your down payment is 63,000 by pure cash or IRA, self-directed IRA that is. If you need more information about self-directed IRA, please contact me personally, and I will get you the resources to do that. So with closing costs around 64,000, $42 per square foot, which is amazing. And look at this gross rent. Before you close escrow, all the properties that are presented in this particular market will be pre-leased. We have a tenant in place already. Isn't that cool? So this is real nice. So $950 monthly gross rent minus your monthly property taxes, which is $103, monthly property insurance, $37, and 10% property management fee, which is in this case $95. So equals your operating expenses of $234 only, which is nice, right? Low taxes, low insurance, give you more cash flow. And I taught many of you is with a 1% ratio, 1% rent to value ratio. You saw my educational videos in the past, for those of you who've been with my network for a while. But in this case, it's way more than 1%. It's 1.5% rent to value ratio. So this is a tremendous benchmark, exceeding the benchmark of 1%. So 1.5 in this group is truly amazing. $950 monthly rent on a house only costs $63,000. So therefore, the capitalization rate, which is mind-boggling. Anytime you have a double-digit capitalization rate, it is a very attractive 13.6%. Cash on cash return, the benchmark is around 7 to 8%. In this case, cash on cash return is 13%, right? Plus, so therefore, your total return on your investment is a whopping 15%, right? So therefore, your net income each month after all the expenses is $716. Think about it, right? Can you add on a consistent basis in a passive investing, turnkey property management property, hands off for indefinite periods of time, assuming all the best case scenario of another check written to you each month in an amount of $716 per month, net after all the deductions, an annual of $8,500, 88, almost 10 grand per month in some of you retirement income, right? If you want to retire early, if you want to buy more of these properties with this kind of money, just do the math, right? Just add on to the multiple income streams that you can obtain by using this method of purchase, by entering the Detroit, Michigan market and create a passive income for life for yourself and your family, and to achieve early retirement or college education or whatever the case may be. Okay, so very, very, very attractive investment property. And finally, I'm going to, if I can do that, if I could, not just yet. Okay, I'm not done yet. I'm going to show you the picture. Maybe I can't. I'm trying to show you the picture of this property, but I suppose I cannot. But anyway, for those of you that are interested, you contact myself. You gotta be quick, right? And we can talk about it. We can talk about your goals and objectives, why you want to potentially want to pull the trigger on this property. So thank you so much for watching this presentation, and look forward to talking to you. Have a nice day. This is Seewing Yee. Goodbye.